Hello, my astrology friends. This is Lada from AstroladaOfficial, and today my guest is the esteemed scholar, astrologer, researcher, and artist and jewelry maker, Rumen Kolev. Hello, Rumen.
Hello.
I'm very excited to have you here, and this time we're talking a little bit of a different topic. If anyone knows, Rumen Kolev has single-handedly translated some of the most ancient Babylonian and Greek and Arabic astrological texts from the originals himself, and he has brought back knowledge astrological that we have forgotten, like the knowledge of heliacal rising, the knowledge of visible and invisible planets, which was forgotten by most of modern astrologers. So he is one of the biggest lights in astrology. And Rumen Kolev today, though, will talk to us about, can you tell us the name again that you've prepared?
Well, the title for this conversation is Art Jewelry, crafted according to ancient astrology, magic, and mythology.
Wonderful.
Because this catalog, which I made, is a catalog of jewelry that I crafted in the last more than 10 years. This is the second decade that I'm doing this art jewelry with ancient symbols, and this catalog is more than catalog of jewelry. Actually, this is a synthesis of all my work starting from the conscious period, like 15 years old. So it's almost 50 years, almost 50 years, because here I make a synthesis of art, jewelry, magic, mythology, iconography, ancient symbolism, and magic. Wow. Everything.
So combined. That's astrology manifested into real life and art.
Yes,
knowledge. Yeah, not only astrology.
Astrology is like the heart, but it is also connected with mythology and with magic and with ancient art and symbolism. Here, these jewelries, they are medallions, pendants, rings, different things.
Can you share on your screen to see some of them? And by the way, anyone who wants to see the whole catalog, I'll put a link below in the description, maybe a link to my website if you are able to upload it there, because it's a big catalog. And I've seen them personally. I've been to Rumen's place. I've seen personally his workshop where he does them by hand, painstakingly, and they're exquisite. And they all contain ancient coins that are found by archaeologists as well. So.
Yeah, yes, indeed. The structure of the catalog is I have divided the catalog according to the divinities, to the gods and the goddesses, according to the ancient Greek tradition, mainly. But I also include some knowledge from the Babylonian astrology, and so I have divided in sections. Each section is dedicated to a given divinity. The divinity is described with its qualities, symbols, what it can impart on the people. Actually, I also write each divinity what can give us a gift to those who admire this divinity and who carry the pendant or ring or anything which is made in devotion to this divinity.
Yes, I'm
And
reading
then,
now, looking.
yeah, and after the description of the divinity, then I go through the jewelry dedicated to this divinity. So we know who is the divinity. We know what qualities it can impart, it can give to the people. And we know which jewelry is included to be under this divinity. And there is information not only astrological, but also mythological about the different gods and goddesses, as you will see now. Their symbols, their meaning, what they actually are, because the divinities, they, as I always say, they are not some small or big creatures on the clouds somewhere. They are the principles on which is built the whole world. The whole world. As I say, Apollo is the light of the whole world. Aphrodite is love everywhere in the whole cosmos. Athena is the wisdom anywhere in the whole world. So these are principles. These are not creatures. They are not. They are like the outflux from God. The first level is exactly these principles from which the whole world springs up, is being created. So this catalog, it is inspired by ancient wisdom, by ancient knowledge in everything, in art, in materials, in magic, astrology, symbols, because in each jewelry I combine the symbols and the iconography of the given divinity with the coin, where is depicted the divinity.
Because in ancient times, all their coins were either kings or actual divinities, Athena and Apollo and all of them. That's what their coins, they actually depicted the images of those divinities.
Very, very interestingly, until Alexander the Great, on the Greek coins, they depicted only gods and goddesses. No mortals, please. No mortals.
No king.
No kings, not anybody. Even Alexander the Great did not strike coins with his own image. He struck coins with the image of Hercules, but with his face.
Yeah.
Everybody knew that this is Hercules, but with the face of Alexander the Great, which means the idea is that Hercules in some way is like connected with the personality of Alexander the Great. But even Alexander the Great did not dare to put his own image on a coin. But after Alexander the Great, when the civilization began to crumble down, then every king was so arrogant that he put his own image. Actually, the best coins, like quality, like influence, like high art, and like magic, are stricken. They're
Minted.
minted. Well, yeah, okay, minted.
How is it
Uh,
called? Point?
the technology was different then. It was like striking.
Right.
Mint is a little different, but okay. So all these coins with the greatest art, magic, influence, atmosphere were minted like between, let's say, 6th century BC until maybe 3rd century, for 300 years, from 6th century BC until 3rd century BC. From my experience, these are the best, absolutely gorgeous, and that's part of my job. What I have done is actually to find such coins, to find such images, because these coins are very, very different from the coins today. These coins are piece of art,
Mm.
and
So handmade. And you use the original coin in your medallions.
of course,
That's why these medallions are in the thousands of dollars, because one coin,
yes.
it's 2,000-year-old coins that is part of the medallion.
2,500 years old coin, and so it's this is one of the main components, and in this jewelry I synthesize all my personal accumulated knowledge. So because it is one thing just to find a coin and just put it in some vault and sell it, and it is another thing to find the right coin, the magic coin, and also figure out all symbolism and how to combine all elements and so on. But now I'll show you the catalog.
Do you wait for a specific time to finish it, or to say that to imprint the energy, say when, if you're doing a medallion for Venus, Aphrodite, or do you wait for a specific time to kind of make it?
Of course.
Okay.
This is this is one of the main things that
according to Babylonian
Hermes.
rules and Hermes. Okay.
Yeah, according actually to the whole knowledge of ancient astrology, mainly Hermes Trismegistus.
So it's a magic medallion, basically,
Of
very
course.
powerful amulet.
Yeah, they're made in perfect accordance with what Hermes Trismegistus wrote about making amulets.
Hmm. And they all have real stones like rubies, diamonds, and so on.
Of course, the materials are also very important, and they must be of the highest grade. Coins, stones, gold, everything. So here is the beginning, and we continue here.
Did you teach yourself how to make solder and make jewelry? And
yeah, well, I had teachers. I had
you found it.
I have very close friends who are excellent masters of jewelry, and with them I started actually studying this craft maybe more than 10 years ago, probably 15 years ago. But it is so many things there. So you cannot do this without a guru.
Mm.
It is so many different things, and you need hands-on. So yeah, I studied it with a master, inspecting me and giving me directions, how to do this, how to do that. So I have also gathered around me the best masters in Varna, and they helped me with advice, with materials, with some work done. So this is complex thing. And here you see here the catalog. Here is the contents. Here are the different divinities, the different sections. So I start with Apollo, who is the principle of light in the whole cosmos, and this is the divinity of art. So that's him. Okay, Apollo with lyre, Apollo with a bow and arrow, and there is one more symbol, which is the tripod. So he has three main symbols. He has three main faces. One is this prophecy, which is with the tripod. This
Tripod. Okay. Trident.
This chair, tripod. This special chair in the Oracle of Delphi with the three legs. Chair with special chair with three legs. So the lyre is about art, and the bow and the arrow. This is reserved for the wicked, for the bad guys, because Apollo is for the freedom, for the liberty, and most of all, he hates tyrants.
He hates who?
Tyrants.
So is that
dictators.
The energy of the sun, Apollo?
Evil dictators, evil tyrants. This is what Apollo hates the most. And he punishes them with divine power, with his arrows, which nobody can escape from. Once they are launched, there's no escape from his arrows.
So people with a strong sun, or people with the Mercury Apollo phase, will be people that are fighting against tyranny.
Here you go. Here you see. Well, and his description, who is Apollo on the sky? Actually, where is this principle revealed on the sky? So here on the sky, the sun and morning star Mercury, especially visible. Constellation, Lyra, the Raven, the Northern of Gemini, and the Northern Crown. Each of these constellations is connected with a myth. And
connected to Apollo.
With a myth connected with Apollo. And each of these myths tells a lot. So we can see this also in the chart of the people, what kind of myths there are. And so the stars here are Gamma and Castor. And also here is a brief information about the Babylonian depiction. So here, who is under Apollo and what are his gifts?
Wow.
What are his gifts?
So people can use this information to say, oh, wait, my Mercury is morning star. It's rises before the sun. So I will have those qualities most likely in my life. Fighting for truth and so on.
Yes.
Or my sun is very strong, you know.
So who is
Apollo? I have
here?
Gamma. If someone, just quickly to ask, if someone would have Gamma, the star on their rising, again, the same would be true for them, or the star Castor.
Oh, okay. Yes. If there is the moon, the sun, ascendant, MC, descendant, all these important points, if there is something where Apollo reveals, yes, there will be the strong influence of this principle. And here I give what are the principles of Apollo: light, vision, inspiration, art, beauty, freedom, truth, prophecy, healing. And here is information about how he was born, what are his symbols, the iconography, and different things. So this is what I do for every section, for every divinity. And here, after this description, follow the jewelry dedicated to Apollo.
By the way, if anyone wants to download this catalog, and because there's a lot of, even if you cannot afford jewelry or not interested, there's so much important information that you can connect to your horoscope and to astrology. I think it will be very useful to anyone. I'll put the link below to Google Drive where you can download it.
Yeah. So there is, after the description of the divinity, follow the jewelry dedicated to this divinity, and each piece of jewelry there is a detailed description. What is there? Okay, there is an authentic ancient Greek coin, gold 21 carats, 33 and something grams, and then diamonds, how many carats, what size, the catalog number. If somebody is interested, they need this catalog number. And here is description of the coin, 3rd century BC from Miletus, which is in the modern Turkey. And then what is on the coin, and then what material is the coin, and where from I have it. I have my coins mostly from numismatic houses, from numismatic investment firms in Western Europe and the United States. And they come with this documentation, with this certificate for authenticity, which is given by this well-known numismatic houses. So everything is checked here. Description of the coin from the numismatic house, and then what the medallion can be turned around. And now you'll see this medallion here. The coin is from the 3rd century BC. It is absolutely gorgeous coin. Here it is.
That's Apollo.
This is Apollo. Yes, and we have 4 diamonds. We have this golden frame, 21 carats. And the symbols here are important because on the front we see, in the main medallion, we see, of course, the coin, and then around the coin we see the 4 paws of a lion, which holds the image of Apollo. And then you see the outline of this medallion is a swastika. But this is the right swastika. This is the swastika of the light, of the creation of Apollo, which is turning clockwise. If you watch to the south, you'll see the sun rising from the left, culminating, and then setting on the right. So the sun every day is turning clockwise. That's why the swastika of Apollo turns clockwise, because it is the sun, the light. The other swastika, which Hitler used, is the other way, against the clock. And you'll see this swastika too, don't worry. So, and here on the top, you'll see it is very sophisticated thing. So here is the back of the medallion. Here we have also symbols which we can see. For example, you see these 4 dolphins which are around the coin. You see this here is the fin of the dolphin. The dolphin is this one here, 1.
Yeah, and another below.
Yeah, 4. So why? Because the dolphin is also Apollo, symbol of Apollo.
So it's
Apollo himself.
it's a solar animal, the dolphin.
It is Apollo, and Apollo is the light of the whole cosmos. So the sun, the solar symbols, they are also Apollo.
Mm-hmm.
In the late antiquity, Apollo and Helios become one.
Mm-hmm.
But you can think about Helios and Apollo like a grandchild and a grandfather. So the grandfather is Apollo, the light of the whole cosmos. The sun
Mm-hmm.
is
Not just the sun. Yeah, it's the principle of the highest, the father, you know.
of the light.
Yeah.
And
No.
the sun is only a particular concrete actualization of this principle of the light of the whole cosmos, because the light of the whole cosmos does not have limit in
Just
time
the sun.
or in space or in anything, because it is limitless. The light of the whole cosmos is limitless. So here then we can go down here, and you can see then the top part is very interesting. It is from the one side there is an eagle, which is also Apollo symbol, and from the other side we have a half eagle, half human figure, which is like a depiction of Apollo himself in some kind of iconography. Apollo is also depicted without a beard, something like between 20 and 30 years old young man. And this is how you can recognize Apollo on the ancient iconography. No beard, and he has a headband from laurel. And we can go now. And also, okay, we have here several symbols of Apollo on this medallion. We have the eagle here, we have the lion, we have the swastika, and we have the dolphins. And here on the back again, a lion with a star.
And a lion is again a manifestation of Apollo, like the dolphins.
Yes.
The principle. Yes. Okay.
So this is amazing coin, very high quality. So if we're talking about prices, then we must look what we have here. So we have the coin, we have gold 33 grams and everything. So let's see, 33 grams, the diamonds and everything. Like right now, which is 2024 January, this should be at least about maybe 15,000 euro. Well, it depends how the market, because the ancient coins they change their prices upward very, very quickly, especially in these critical times. So
1530.
1530. This coin right now is very difficult to find. It is probably only the coin right now is at least 4,000-5,000 euro minimum. I bought it more than 1 year ago, I think, for 3,300 euro. Yeah, but right now it's probably double. And the gold is 1 ounce more than one ounce, so it's like around more than $2,000. So you see, it's a very high quality material, which is part of job. And then there follow another medallion. Again, description of everything, and then we have here how it looks like. There is another one. This one is small. It is made with a copy of an authentic ancient Greek coin. So I use original coins, but sometimes I also use copies of these original coins. This way, the jewelry will be much, much cheaper. So where I use a copy, there is this word copy with a red. So this is this description here and the catalog number. And yeah, there is also this this chain dedicated to Apollo. Here we can see the two swastika coming one after the other. One is of the creation, the other one is of the destruction. Vishnu and Shiva, one after the other. So this here resembles the whole cosmos with the two main forces. So this is here Apollo ring again. Again, you see on this coin the same beardless man with the laurel headband with the lion on the back of the coin. And here down is another ring where you can see very clearly the swastika of Apollo turning clockwise, and between the branches, between the legs of the swastika, we can see another symbol of Apollo, which is the dolphin.
Dolphins, yeah.
So here, this one is from Apollonia Pontica, and here we have the proof that this swastika is belonging to Apollo, actually, because here we have all symbols of Apollo, the dolphins and the swastika, and this coin is minted in a city dedicated to Apollo with the name of Apollo, Apollonia Pontica. So here is the proof, because I believe very, very few people know that this swastika is the swastika of the light, which is turning clockwise. And here is the proof. And these here are also medallions, but these are with copies of coins.
How much would the medallion with a copy cost?
Oh, these should be cheap. Like, for example, let's see. This one here, for example, which is only silver. I must look how much was this, but I think this was somewhere around 200 euro.
Okay, so the ones that people of less means can afford as well, which is great.
Yeah.
And it carries the same magical energy, doesn't it?
Well,
the Apollon, it will carry the energy of light, of prophecy, of clear vision of the Apollo qualities.
Yes, Apollo his gifts are enormous. Illumination, happiness, light, vision, art, beauty, joy, vitality. So
does it mean also that we found so many symbols now I never knew that were part of the light of the universe, like the dolphin and the eagle? We can use those in our environment if we want those qualities as well that you talk about, the Apollo qualities of illumination, vision, and so on.
Yes. And here, for example, you see this, which is on the top. This is a silver copy of my own medallion, which is this here. You see it?
Yeah.
This is the original.
Okay.
With the original coin, with gold, with diamonds. And this here is only silver and copy of the coin. And this one on the bottom, this is again with a copy, but this time this is a golden copy. So the gold here is almost 10 grams. So this will be somewhere like 10 grams gold. Should be somewhere around 1,600, 800 euro. I don't have a real estimate for this, but somewhere around there, judging only from the gold and from the work. We have here 4 rubies. Actually, this here on the bottom is a copy of this medallion, which I showed you the first. This one. You see?
Yeah.
And remember this one. And when we go down here, you see the same one. But here, you know, with different materials. So here's another medallion with the swastika of Apollo with original coin. I think okay, for example, here is around 10 grams, 21 carats. This should be around 3,000, 4,000 euro. The coin is very rare. Here, this is a copy of the previous medallion with golden copy of the coin. So, and now we go to Athena, Ishtar of Akkad. Here is information about the Babylonian iconography of Ishtar of Akkad. And here is Athena. Here is description. Athena on the sky, where is she revealing? Morning star Venus, Leo, the northern fish, Libra, Sirius, Mira, and here morning star Venus, strong, rising in the east, or high in the sky will make Athena the lady of the time, and so on. What she is giving to the people, she is giving unbending will, strategy, wisdom, and victory. And here the first medallion is this one. Powerful medallion. Here is description again. Here the coin is very well preserved, and you see here the symbols. The symbols here, you see the owl. The owl is the symbol of Athena. They call Athena the goddess with all eyes, with eyes like of an owl. Yeah. And you see here is what I'm talking about. And there are blue sapphires for eyes, which is again connected with Athena. The blue sapphire is the sky. This is the divine. This is the sophisticated, the elevated. This is the wisdom. And here, so, of course, this is with. Pardon?
I keep trying to translate it. These are beautiful medallions, but like, so if you have owls around the house, some people love symbology of owls. They're invoking the energy of Athena Palace, basically. and
Oh, sure.
they're strengthening their Libra qualities, they're strengthening their winner victory qualities and wisdom.
Yes, and here we have absolutely exquisite diamond. I have rarely seen such kind of diamond. Half a carat, and you have O's on the top and O's on the outskirt here. So we have 4 O's actually here. And one interesting thing is that there is this legend, this story about a huge owl with blue eyes, which is found in some storytelling, ancient, modern, even some people who have seen even such creatures. Of course, the mainstream say that such owls do not exist, but there are a lot of records of meeting between people and such huge owl with blue eyes. And the ancients believed that this was actually the impersonation of Athena herself. If Athena herself wants to visit someone in a disguise, she will come as a big owl with blue eyes.
Wow.
In the dream or in the real.
Really?
So here is the logo of my art studios. And here are the O's. So we can, then there follows the next one, which is again a very interesting coin from the archaic times. You see here the iconography is a little bit different. So it's from the 5th century, even maybe the 6th. So until 450, this was archaic art, archaic period.
Oh, wow.
And here you see Athena in the archaic depiction, and here, very interesting, we see the 2 faces. One is Zeus and the other one is Hera. So here, this one is the symbol of the unity of the cosmos, of the female and the male. That's why I put here ruby, because the ruby is love, connection, and diamond on the side of Athena, because Athena is the victory.
So if you want to attract love, you wear this medallion on the red side, the ruby side. If you want to attract victory, success, wisdom, you turn it on the white side.
That's right, Lada. And you can make this turn like this, like I'm turning this one. You see?
Perfect. So double whammy energy here.
Yes. Anybody who has such kind of medallion or this medallion can turn it on the spot whenever she decides. Boom.
For different influence, for different results.
This here, with this double face and with the ruby, this will attract the unity of the cosmos. This may attract the partner, the real partner of someone. To reach this unity, we need female and we need male, both of them. So Athena is victory, the other one is unity, attracting the real partner in life. So here is some close-ups of the same medallion. And now here, these are some small medallions with copies of authentic coins. This here is with golden copy. So this medallion here, this will be probably around 500 euro. There are 2 grams gold, and I always work with 21 carats. Sometimes I use 23 or 21. Why? Because look here, Lada, are you here?
Yeah.
Look here. This here is 24 on the top of the head, 24. This here between the eyes is 23. This here is 22, the throat. And the heart, Lada, is 21.
How do you know that?
Well, how do I know that? This is another topic.
Alchemy.
This is another topic. So yeah, here again, here the same one, but with a silver copy. So this should be maybe let's say 100 euro, something there, 100 something. Here another medallion of Athena. Oh, this one is gorgeous. You see here the depiction of Athena is different. This is the classical period.
Yeah.
And you see it is the 4th century BC. This is the time of Alexander the Great.
Yeah.
Of Aristotle.
They've improved the art by then. The shapes.
Yeah, yes, there was some. I think the classical is probably the best. Like we have archaic, then we have classical, and after Alexander the Great, we have Hellenistic style. I like the classical most and the Hellenistic. So, and here, look here on the. This is from the same city. So here we see again on the right is Zeus, on the left is Hera, and here again we can turn this medallion around, and I will show you the real medallion in my hand.
Oh.
Okay, can you see?
Yes, it's. Wait for a second. Should I exit a little bit so you can show it full time?
Full.
Here. Yes.
And you can flip it around.
They're absolutely beautiful. I've seen them in real life. I felt like I was in a museum of ancient art and some king's tombstone or something. I felt like you've robbed some pharaohs or some king's tombstone.
No, let them rest in peace. No robbing of ancient graves. Just looking at some auctions of ancient coins, going around Western Europe, finding something. Because you see, if you want to make something powerful medallion or powerful jewelry, all materials must be obtained in an ethical way.
Absolutely.
You cannot steal stones or coins or dig some graves and make an armor. No way. No way. This will.
It's like a curse will follow you. Yeah.
This will be no good. So all materials should be high class and obtained in a very ethical way.
How do you know that these are not blood diamonds you're putting or blood rubies?
Well, you see, this is the main weight of this goes on the artist who buys the materials. Okay, if he buys anything in an ethical way, okay, somebody is selling diamond, okay, artist goes there, buys the diamond, pays him good money so that the seller is happy, okay, that's perfect. We finish here. We don't go further back in time. This will be carried by the guy who bought the blood diamond, or who stole it or who did something. But if you ethically buy these things and everybody who worked on them is also satisfied and happy, and the artist should be happy too. You cannot just go to some artist who makes magical jewelry and say okay, and make some kind of trade and pressure him to sell it cheap. This will not work. Everybody must be happy. Everybody.
I
In
absolutely love that.
This chain.
For not just for art, for all kind of business, for all kinds of human interactions. If you want the golden result.
Yes, and especially in amulets. Of course, the main thing is that there should be this blessing from the divinities, from God, and this depends on God only. And but this is the facts are that jewelry and medallions made from ethically good person with bright heart, with pure heart, then the more the power of the jewelry.
Absolutely.
Also amulet jewelry, which is a gift. Somebody buys a jewelry as a gift for somebody who he or she loves, like a son, daughter, husband, wife, beloved, friend, whoever. But these are the most powerful gifts from people who love you with pure hearts. So, okay, can you switch back to the catalog?
You have to press share screen again.
Okay. So it's not a simple thing. It's a lot of dedication, a lot of work. And here again, you see the owls here around the coin and here on the top. Here you can see details. And now we go to the next, which is the Sphinx. The Sphinx is the guardian of the divine world. The Sphinx is between the highest level of the mental world and the divine world. And the Sphinx sits there and waits. Somebody goes there and wants to go higher to the divine world, but the Sphinx is there. And the Sphinx asks questions and riddles. And if this guy or gal cannot answer, the Sphinx eats them.
Wow.
But if they answer, the Sphinx let them go to Olympus, to the divine world, to the gods, to sit on the table with the gods.
It reminds me of the guardian of the threshold we have in modern times, that is almost like a monster that if you overcome this, you allow it into the higher worlds.
Yes. The Sphinx is like a personification of this mental kind of checkups. And on the sky, okay, let me see. The Sphinx here on the sky is revealing in some planets invisible Mercury or Venus. In some cases can be symbols of our constellations. Wait a minute. Yeah. Sometimes I'll go invisible Mercury many times, and so here
invisible Mercury is strong, rising in the east, meaning it's before the sun. Yeah, rising in the east, but it's still invisible, kind of closer to the sun. All right. Things the lady of the time. That's mine. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, the Sphinx will lead the righteous one, safe through all traps of the treacherous mental world. So what gives the Sphinx? The Sphinx, more like a negative divinity, like the Gorgon and Medusa is also negative divinity. So these divinities give protection from everything that they actually represent. So the Sphinx gives protection from deceivement, from lies, from schemes, from confusion, and from illusion.
So basically, such a person can recognize those lies and deceits and schemes, confusions.
Mm-hmm. And also, God will protect this person, even without
recognizing.
without his mind.
Yeah, not to be tricked.
So this is with a golden copy of ancient Greek coin. This is a small medallion. The dimensions are maybe like 10 cents or something. The dimensions are here. Yeah. So this should be again somewhere, I think, around 300 euro, with a green stone, with emerald.
Emerald. It's
And with the snakes. Yeah, emerald, because this is connected with the highest mental.
So who can benefit from that? Someone who often they get lied to or tricked, or someone who is in business and they don't want to be misled or tricked, or someone who is looking for love online and they don't want to be tricked.
Absolutely. And we now come to the sun. Here is the Babylonian information about the sun with his symbols. Look here, this symbol.
As the symbol of your company, of your
art.
studio.
Exactly. And here is the Greek representation, Sol Invictus, Lada, the invincible sun. Nobody can say boo to the sun. Nobody. So here is one medallion with this same symbol. As you can see, this is the Sumerian symbol of the sun inside with the ruby, which is also the stone of the sun. And here we have 4 diamonds with the swastika of Apollo.
Beautiful.
So this one again, this is 8 grams with a very, very special ruby, very, very high class, expensive. So this is this should be something like right now should be maybe 1,800 euro or 2,000, something there. Here a solar ring. Again, you see here the symbol, the Sumerian symbol. Here again, one is with ruby, the other one is with diamond. You see, the stones must be natural. They should be not treated, because in modern times they treat the rubies, the sapphires, and even the diamonds with different chemical mixes, with different radiation temperature, to make them more marketable. But they kill the stone. In this process, they kill the stone. They kill the structure of the stone. That's why all these amulets should be made with natural stones, high quality, and stones which have not been treated in this way that they treat all stones, with chemicals, high pressure, and all different things. Only higher temperature, only like heating is okay for the ruby. Only heating, nothing else. So these are, again, this is, as you can see, this here is very interesting idea to make the symbol of the sun in 3 dimensions. So this is in 2 dimensions. And here I have made it in 3, this one here. From wherever you look at this, you will see the symbol of the sun in Babylon, this one. So this here you can use also like a pendulum. So here are some solar earrings. So here 3 different medallions with the Babylonian symbol with rubies. Here some more information about different things. There is a chain, a solar chain, again with the symbol of the sun. Between each of the symbols there are 12 links, and there are 20 such symbols, because 20 is the number of the sun in Babylon. Why 20? Because the tides, the solar lunar cycle is 19 years and something, I think 1 day and several hours. But 19 years and even 1 minute is already 20 in Babylon. Just like the degrees. 1 degree, 1 minute is the 2nd degree. Here, 19 years and 1 hour is the 20th year. So, and here is the same medallion, but from silver. Here there are some mixed jewelry. Here we have the 3 symbols, the sun, the moon in the center, and the symbol of Venus on the top. These are earrings. And now we come to the Gorgona Medusa. In Babylon, this was Ereshkigal or Ishara, Venus invisible behind the sun or in front of the sun. Here is the Gorgona Medusa. His description, where she is, how she reveals in the sky. Invisible Venus behind the sun, especially, and Algol, the star. And again, the Gorgona is used in the same way as the Sphinx. The Gorgona is fear. And those who wear the Gorgona, they get protection from dangers, from enemies, from all kinds of fear, terror, anxiety, or angst. And here follow the different jewelry dedicated to the Gorgona Medusa. This one is particularly exquisite, with authentic ancient coin, a very spectacular coin, as you can see here. Look, I have christened this medallion the reptile eye of the Gorgona Medusa, with a diamond, with gold. I think this gold is 23 carats. Let's see, 22.5, because this is the 3rd eye. And the Gorgona Medusa, she is active with her 3rd eye.
Because she looks at people and freezes them.
Yes, everybody who looks in the eyes of the Gorgona is frozen like a stone forever. But who can look in the eyes of the Gorgona without getting frozen? The divinities, the gods, of course, the divinities, and the saints. People who do not have fear in their hearts, they can look in the eyes of the Gorgona. Those who have fear in their hearts are finished. And the Gorgona acts in this way. She gives protection from the fear, protection from all kinds of bad things, from dangers, enemies, terror, anxiety, angst, fear.
Might be good for someone who is going through Saturn or Pluto transits.
Well, I think the Gorgona is good for everybody. You know, Apollo is good for everybody. Athena is good for everybody. Depends what are the prerogatives of the people. So this is another medallion. On the back here you can see okay, here is written Gorgon, and here is written the sign, the magical sign, and here also different what is the ascendant, when this was made, where is the MC, where is the moon, and when and where this medallion was made. This is in ancient Greek, and in ancient Greek slogans, which are these abbreviations of numbers and of places and of everything. So this can be read only by somebody who knows. So this again, Gorgona medallion. This is with a golden copy. The gold is 2.5 grams, and this is a copy of authentic coin, again with the green emerald. This is a Gorgona ring. This is another Gorgona ring. They are with authentic coins. You see here we have the Gorgona on the top, and on the back we have Athena. So this is a powerful combination. Athena with the Gorgona. Ooh, victory. So this is again a ring with authentic coin. These are some medallions. Another medallion. This is with copies of coins. This everything here is silver, much cheaper. Maybe one of them should be around 200 euro. Again, medallions, this time small medallions with golden copies, again with the image of the Gorgona Medusa. Here we have this different. We have here Athena Sphinx, Gorgona medallions, small ones, and here are a little bit bigger. You can see the coins, how big they are. And now we come to the Griffin. The Griffin is the protector of the wealth, material wealth, and spiritual wealth, and emotional wealth, all kinds of wealth. So for protecting the wealth is the Griffin. The Griffin is half eagle, half lion. Sometimes the ancient authors call the Griffin the dog, in quotes, of Zeus. Of course, the Griffin is not a dog, but like the dog of the people, the dogs of the people are dogs, but the dogs of Zeus are the Griffins. So this is something serious. The Griffin combines the power of the lion with the dedication and the will and the vision of the eagle.
That's a bit like Apollo, the symbol of the lion and the eagle as well.
Very often Apollo is in the iconography of ancient Greece is depicted riding on a griffin.
Okay, so there's similar energy. The sun, there you go, the sun is
You see, so Apollo and Athena, they are, in my understanding, they are the closest to Zeus, to the supreme god. And Zeus, he is encompassing in himself all divinities and the whole cosmos. Actually, this is Topam, the whole, everything.
So he's not Jupiter then, Zeus.
Well, he can reveal in Jupiter, in the sun too. Jupiter, the sun, Regulus.
So Zeus would be something equal to the Father in our Christian belief system, the Father, the Almighty, kind of.
On the sky.
I mean, to compare it to something of modern Christianity, if he's the creator of all, he's like the principle of the Father, the Lord.
The principle of the Father of everything. Well, this is the Supreme Lord. Marduk in Babylon, Zeus in the Greek mythology. The Supreme Lord is actually everything. The whole world, invisible, visible, divinities, creatures, everything. And on the sky, God first is the North Pole. Why? Because everything turns around the North Pole. The North Pole sits fixed, does not move, but everything else moves around God. The North Pole. Also, it's the MC, because this is the culmination. This can be connected also with the Lion, with Leo, like a image, like a constellation. It can be connected with Regulus, the star of the king of the world, and with Jupiter too, because of the mercy, because this king of the world is merciful. So, but Jupiter is only one part of maybe the main part, but still one part of the Supreme Lord. So the Griffin is protector of the wealth. Here is description on the sky, the sun, the constellation Eagle, Leo, Phoenix, stars Altair, Regulus, and then follow other description here. So what will the Griffin give? Protection of wealth, possessions, gold, treasures, material and spiritual. Okay, there is one Griffin ring here. I have more things that I have not included here with Griffin. This here, this cuneiform symbol is a symbol which means God, Dingir. Well, the Griffin, I do not mind the Griffin here, because the Griffin is not a god. He is a mythological creature, but this here, Dingir in Sumerian, which means God, supreme God, is only to check up the flow, the outflow and the inflow that goes through the Supreme God. So anybody with a ring who has these symbols, as you can see, it is on both sides. When you put it on your finger, actually on the left will come the energy. It will go through God. And on the right, your energy will go out, but will go out again through God, through this symbol here. And as you can see here, the direction of the pointed part, this is the left part, so the flow is from here, and on the other side is the flow is on the outward. So this is protection of wealth, the Griffin. Then we come to Alexander the Great. He is associated with the sun, Leo, Regulus. Of course, he is associated with solar symbols.
Does Hercules as well? You said he always presented himself as Hercules.
Yeah, but I think Alexander the Great is something like a Hercules. Okay, Hercules was a son of Zeus. Alexander the Great also was a son of Zeus. So they are something like brothers. But the divinities of Alexander the Great, of course, this is Zeus, this is Apollo, this is Athena. So we come here again. So what such medallion will give? Well, the qualities of Alexander the Great: victory, nobility, courage, success, exaltation. And here the first medallion, which is this one here. We can see here again, this is minted by Lysimachus, one of the generals of Alexander the Great. And Lysimachus actually ruled over vast area in modern Bulgaria, Greece, and Turkey. Actually, the half of modern Bulgaria, the eastern half, was under his rule. He had a castle, I think, north of Varna, in Kaliakra. In this Kaliakra Nos, Kaliakra Point.
Yeah. He had also, his armies were where I'm in Kabyle, was one of the capitals, was the capital of Tracia, exactly where I'm in our village here. There's lots of ruins from Alexander.
So this Lysimachus, the general of Alexander the Great, he was very, very brave. He died in battle when he was like 80 something years old. And once he was with Alexander the Great and the other generals, they were hunting lions. And once he was alone against a lion, and he was victorious. So these coins are also connected with the mindset, with the fate, with the character of the rulers who minted them. Also, there is this connection. But here you see this horn here, this horn of a ram's horn, which is Alexander the Great has. This horn here is symbol of the sun god in Egypt. So here they want to say that this guy here, Alexander the Great, was the son of the solar god, of the supreme god in Egypt. That's what they say. And on the other side, we have here Athena on the back of the coin. You see Athena sitting with the shield, and on the shield is the head of the Gorgona, Medusa, and she is holding in her right hand Nike, the divinity of victory. So let's see here. What is this here? I don't need this. Page down. And here another medallion. This one is bigger. This is tetradrachma, which is like big coin. Is like 19 grams. No, wait a minute. Silver. The coin is. The coin should be like 18 grams. Do I write here? Here 17 grams coin from Lampsacus, ancient Greek city. So here is Alexander the Great, handsome, beautiful, victorious, powerful, with again the 4 poles of lions and with the eagle on the top. And you can again turn it around. On the other side is Athena, the victory. And here a copy of the first one, of the first medallion, is this one. Then we have another medallion with a small coin of Alexander the Great. Here, this is without the horn of Ammon. This is not from Lysimachus, but from other generals of Alexander the Great. And now we come to Aphrodite, or Ishtar of Uruk. That's her, the beautiful, the graceful. On the sky, evening star Venus, Taurus, Lyra, Centaurus, Southern Cross, so on. Vega, Fomalhaut, Deneb, speaker. And then what she can give, well, everybody knows. Everybody knows. Love, Lada, harmony, and entertainment, friendship, grace, tenderness. And here's this medallion here, which I will show you also in my hand. That's, again, here is the symbolism of the eye, as you can see here, like the image of Aphrodite is like the pupil of an eye. And then another eye here above with a diamond, very high class, half a carat. And you see this here, this link, or this thing here where they are connected. The shape of it is also reminding of a female symbol, the uterus. So everything here is combined symbols of the divinity. Here are another examples of medallion, and this is a ring. This coin is very interesting because you see here Aphrodite is sitting on a sphinx and holding lotus. In her both hands, she is holding lotus flowers and sitting on the sphinx. So here what is the meaning of this? We can think a lot. The first that comes to my mind is that love is above the mental chaos. Love conquers the mental chaos, which is the Sphinx. And on the back we have Hermes. Hermes, Mercury, Hermes, the divinity of the mental. And we go down here. And these are actually copies of the same medallion. But now let me show you the medallion. Lada, are you here? Here is the real medallion in my hand. And I don't know whether you can see good here. The medallion, yeah, probably. Okay, and on the back here, we have the Gorgona. Let me see here where it is. Yeah, on the back. Do I give it on the back? Yes. No, there is no. Okay, anyway, here are the copies. And now Venus. Venus, I give it separate from Aphrodite because I mean here more the planet Venus. This I mean more planet Venus, and in the planet Venus we have so many divinities. We have at least 4. We have Athena, morning star. We have Aphrodite, evening star. We have Gorgona, Medusa, invisible behind the sun, and we may have the Sphinx in front of the sun or something from this order. So here are several jewelries which combine all these 4 faces of Venus, 4 faces of the female principle, which is Athena, the victory, the wisdom; Aphrodite, love and harmony; the Gorgona Medusa, protection from evil and ferocity when it is needed. And then we have the Sphinx, the riddle. Every woman is a riddle. So that's here. In this bracelet, we have one golden, and one which is mixed, gold and silver. And now we have the box, the so-called box of Venus.
I love this one.
And here you can see actually, like in the, let me see, do I have only this? Yeah, I have only these pictures here, but I can show you here. We have, oh, wait a minute. Let's go here. We have here on the lid in the center Apollo with the symbol of the sun, and Venus turns around the sun, and turning around the sun, when she's in different position, she's one of these 4 divinities. Aphrodite, Athena here, and then we have the Gorgona Medusa and the Sphinx, and here we have engraving on the bottom of this box, where are shown the divinities and in different heliacal phases. On the right is evening star, Aphrodite. On the left is Athena, morning star. Invisible behind Gorgona, invisible in front the Sphinx. Here are copies, golden copies of ancient coins, and we have here like how much? Yeah, the gold is 13 grams, and we have also diamonds, 2, ruby, sapphire, and emerald, because each of these divinity is connected with a stone. The ruby, of course, is Aphrodite. So the emerald, the Gorgona, the blue sapphire is the Sphinx, and the diamond is Athena. So here again, some Venus ring, some Venus chain. Here are various, these are spoons, silver spoons, again with copies of ancient coins. I have here Hermes, Aphrodite, Gorgona Medusa, then Apollo, then Athena, and then Helios. And here are written the names of the divinities on the front, and on the back the time and city, ancient Greek city, where they were minted. So these are silver spoons. And we have here also the moon. For the moon, I have these chains and also these earrings where the moon is. The moon, like a symbol, is in many of my jewelry. Not like standing alone, but in combination with the sun or the symbol of Venus. But here, these chains, they are like lunar crescents connected. So the moon, as you see here, the moon is good for fertility, for sensitivity, intuition, having dreams, family matters. And here is the moon. And that's it for now.
Thank you so much, Rumen. I don't think it was just showing jewelry. That was also about learning this catalog. There's so much information there that you can use to reading horoscopes as well. That's what I kept connecting it all the time. But absolutely, the art is beautiful, it's meaningful, it's magical. So anyone who has interest in Rumen's work, I will put a link below. You can write to me, you can write to him for quotes of prices if you're interested to make a present to someone or to yourself, or to use it as an amulet or as a beautiful possession as well. And yeah, that's, I guess, I hope that information was useful for you, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much, Rumen.
Okay, this was interesting, and I want just to add that if someone wants to know more about this process, about ancient astrology, which is actually also in ancient astrology is not only astrology, it is also has the mythology connected with the mythology of ancient philosophy and symbolism, iconography. Everything is together. Then, and if someone wants to learn more about this, we have with Lada a lot of webinars dedicated to these topics. Especially in this matter, I will probably choose the Apollonian astrology webinar, which also is known like practical ancient astrology. But
I
yeah,
love that one. That's my favorite as well. I learned so much. I think people are asking if you can do another course. Remember your lecture you did on the 5th European Astrology Conference, how you were showing how to read natal chart. Maybe you can do a course soon on reading with ancient, because you've taught all those principles, now more like a summary of how you look at charts using ancient principles. That would be,
of course, I'm working on this, and I hope, God willing, we'll have a lot of more very interesting webinars. Now, since you're here, I can show you also this. It's here, and on the back is the Gorgona. Front is Aphrodite. Yeah. And there is this ring with the Gorgona, Medusa, and as you can see here, the symbol of the supreme god in Sumer and Babylon. So as I told you, when you put it on your finger, everything that comes to you from the left goes through God, and everything that comes from you to the outside from the right again goes through God. And also a ring, which is a solar ring with the solar symbol, with some absolutely gorgeous ruby, extremely high class. And this is natural, and there is no treatment here of this ruby. Very difficult to find such rubies. So I hope this was interesting for everybody who watched this video, and I wish good luck, happiness, and illumination to everybody.
thank you. That's what jewelry with meaning is. That's why jewelry was created. It was never just to make you pretty in ancient times. It was to enhance qualities, to connect you to light, to protect you. And thank you for bringing back this ancient art, reviving it in such a beautiful way. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.